Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB, bringing you guys episode 139.
Yes. So today we have another tea from Yangqinghao. I brought them on a bunch of in-between episodes. We drank them a few episodes back. This is a different tea. This is the 2007 Qizhong.
Cool.
It's a 400-gram cake. And I am also curious what Denny thinks of this one.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, so I am going to get started.
This will be the first tea of the day.
Yes.
For me. And it's been chilly outside, so I don't know why, but...
Well, it's because it's December. Who the fuck said that? Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, if you will.
Unbelievable.
My sister and... Oh, I think I can say this now. Her fiance...
Whoa, you said you broke it on TeaDB?
It's breaking on TeaDB.
Might have to bleep that out.
Yeah, let's hope that this. I think I'm allowed to say that now in the future when this is being released. It's still a secret, but they went to Belize and a while back, and of course they had an unbelievable time. Yeah, I got a lot of mileage out of that.
Wow.
Yeah, there was. I think by now our audience knows how just flatly stupid I am.
Yeah.
And
well, joke's on them because they're watching us.
Man, that clay teapot has seen some tea.
It has.
Yeah, that is stained. I like that.
It's kind of like partially ripened by my poor hygiene habits as well.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a girl putting makeup on and then just not taking it off. Just keep on applying.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kind of clown-like.
Yeah.
But, alright. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. It's got really earthy, deep tones. It smells perfect for the environment that we're in right now, the seasons.
Yep. So this was aged in Taiwan under Yang storage again. It's Taiwan's a much more hot and humid place than out here in the West.
Right.
But it's been pretty clean. Doesn't have a lot of basement flavors to it. So.
And was the material pressed pretty quickly, and then aged? In terms of the leaves?
Yeah, the material was pressed in 2007.
Okay.
So, that's the production year for this tea.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. I get like an immediate little herbal vibe, and then like a really nice sweetness, like a honey kind of sweetness.
Yeah.
It's light. I'm having that herbal aftertaste as well.
Yeah. For me, it almost has like a slight cooling effect on my mouth, and it does a bunch of stuff. Like even after the first sip, it sort of hits me a little bit later where I can feel myself salivating, feel some activity in my throat.
This is really tasty. I'm impressed because this is you did one rinse and then into it.
Yep. So we are just getting started, really.
Yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, friendly flavors. I'd say that the cooling taste is there, or whatever effect, I guess. It's funny, there are, like, this tea, obviously it's like a boiling water, and it's warming me up physically, but it does have that, it tastes cooling, whatever that means, and I just think that's so interesting. I had like a cocktail over the weekend that it was cold, but it tasted warm.
Interesting.
Just because I think you associate certain flavors with certain sensations.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
so.
And I know that there was. I remember also it reminds me of the time when we were actually in Bend with Scott,
Right.
and we went for like some region of Thai food, and then they were like, "This pepper isn't spicy; it's only spicy in the stomach." And I thought that was interesting too. So there's all kinds of like different aspects of like cooling in one sense. It's like cooling to your mouth, cooling to your body.
Right.
Really, all of this is just an excuse so I can wait for the cooling of the liquid to happen so I don't burn my tongue. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Cheers. I think it's getting more. It's a little bit more bitter.
yeah, more stringency going on.
Yeah. But I think those more minerally, earthy tones are coming out now. So it'll be interesting to see how this evolves over the steepings, because my guess is that it's going to kind of hit us hard for a little bit, and then it's going to come back to those really sweet honey flavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'd say that's a pretty good assessment of how this tea does tend to steep out.
But the astringency, I'm not getting a lot of the mouth puckering, tannin-y, physical texture. It's more of just that the sweetness is being balanced now by a bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What about smoke? Do you get much smoke from this? I'm asking because some people do.
I'm not as much as
Okay.
Yeah, there's no lapse on this for sure, but
Yeah, I'm not getting too much either.
yeah.
There's definitely some astringency coming in right now, and I would guess this steep might even be stronger. Really nice aroma too.
Very much, yeah.
It's like rich, soft stone fruits.
And the quality of the leaves is quite nice. I'd say they're pretty, medium, large leaves.
Mm-hmm.
They're not enormous. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
And would you tend to be using smaller pots for this? Is this kind of in that category of a daily drinker for you, or
This is
specialty tea?
This is definitely sort of a specialty tea for me.
Mm-hmm.
I own a few of them. It costs $190 for 400 grams,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not a cheap tea.
Right.
But if you consider the cost of tea, I mean, this session is something like $3, which is not totally ridiculous.
Right.
But the tea steeps out for a while, so I would tend to use smaller vessels as a result, and just get the 20 steeps over like a 100 milliliter vessel rather
Right.
than 20 steeps out of like a 200 milliliter
Right.
vessel, where I'm just like basically drinking tea and going to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're going to drink 1 liter of tea, and you have a 200 milliliter vessel, that's 5 steepings. But if you do a 100 milliliter vessel, that's 10 steepings. And the evolution of the steepings will be more pronounced in the 10 steepings. So, per volume of tea drink, basically, if you're using a smaller vessel, you're going to get hopefully a bit more character of the tea.
Exactly.
So, but if you're the kind of person who really just wants those kind of middle session steepings that are probably the most pungent and aromatic and intense, maybe you would use a bigger vessel. I don't know.
Give it a longer rinse.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think it still has that earthy, minerally bitterness. The bitterness for me now is getting farther down my throat, in the back of my mouth. And it's interesting because that's more of a sensation as opposed to a taste.
Exactly.
But has that cool sensory impact for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. And how many steepings do you think, James, this would go for?
All these Yangqinghao teas steep out for a long while, so you could easily get, I don't know, probably around 20 steeps out of this guy.
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
And the colors, we haven't really spoken about that yet, but the saturation of the color has gotten a little bit more red-orange.
Yeah, red-orange.
As opposed to a little bit yellower early on.
Mm-hmm.
But really nice. I like the... there, like you had said, there really isn't much of a basement flavor or anything like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, clean storage. Overall, I think the texture also has a really nice softness to it. If I were to describe it, very smooth in general. Like there's the astringency, which is pretty much the only rough thing that I get out of this tea.
Yeah, I think it's actually coming back a little bit now, and we're kind of cresting the intensity hill a little bit, and some of the subtle flavors are coming out. Getting a little bit of just like whispers of lavender. I was in a band called Whispers of Lavender.
I'm like, where does this stuff come from?
Man,
that's not even McDonald's French fries.
No. Whispers of Lavender. You can quote me on that.
Lavender.
So James, if folks want to learn more about this tea in particular, and then perhaps tea in general, what should they do?
Yeah, they should, if they want to learn about these Yangqinghao orders and stuff, they should email Emmett. He's been coordinating directly with Yang, so these prices are pretty much straight from Yang prices. Emmett's not, well, I don't believe he's marking the teas up, so they're pretty good value if you are in the market for premium aged tea, or at least premium tea with some age. If you want to learn more about tea, come hit that subscribe button down below or up above, wherever the heck it is. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Periscope. We are trying to do some Periscopes for every session that we do now. And subscribe to our MailChimp. Do all that fun stuff. And we will see you guys next week.
Cheers.